Thanks for staying with us, everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited. Later today, the countdown to 2024 Super Bowl 58, 5:30 this evening in Las Vegas. By the way, you can watch that game on WLOX CBS. That was a shameless plug. The San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs going head-to-head at Allegiant Stadium. And here to break it all down for us, WLOX sports anchor Matt DiGregorio. Matt, how are you?
Dave, how's it going? I love the plug there. Love the plug.
Well, obviously it is WLOX
CBS.
You know, I've always said New Orleans and the Superdome, best place on the planet for a Super Bowl. But I'm telling you, Vegas is looking pretty cool right about
I would say so. I like the Sphere, too, and I'm sure James Dolan, the owner of the New York Knicks, loves it, too. I mean, he's been saying we're going to put everything out there for the Sphere. They've had the Chiefs logo out there, the Niners logo. They've had, like, the laughing, crying face emoji out there. They're having a lot of fun with it.
And well, Vegas, I mean, this is a big event. It's entertainment. It's hype. So, I mean, that just describes Las Vegas.
Yeah, and I think that, so initially the Super Bowl was supposed to be in New Orleans this year, and obviously the Mardi Gras, and next year they're going to run into a similar issue. NOLA.com just put out a really good article on it where how many people are going to care about the Super Bowl while Mardi Gras is going on in New Orleans? You don't have that issue in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, it is the mecca for Super Bowl fun.
It's
right?
Mardi Gras every day in Las Vegas.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, it's just a party city, right? So you're going to go out there. I'll tell you, the entirety of the NFL is there. Derek Carr was out there. A lot of the New Orleans Saints were out there. Everyone is there right now. They're partying it up. And guess what? They have the matchup that they really want, I think.
Well, you took me right to my next question. You don't always get this, but I think we have the two best teams in the NFL.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, throughout the year, it might not have been like that. Baltimore, it seemed like they were the cream of the crop in the AFC. And then Patrick Mahomes started to be Patrick Mahomes, Dave. And I want to mention this first. Christmas Day, the Chiefs were playing the Raiders. And there was a real thought that after they lost that game, and it was only a 6-point game, but after they lost that game, their season was over. And what Patrick Mahomes has been able to do with very little receiving core help and a lot of bang injuries on the defensive side, they've gotten healthy now, but what he's been able to do is special. It's Tom Brady-esque, and he has proven that his side is the best team in the AFC. Yeah. And I want to continue, Dave, real quick.
Okay.
That with the Niners, Brock Purdy is doing something that we've never seen before, and I know you want to get to that probably at one point, but Brock Purdy being the last overall pick in the draft, the storyline here could not be better, and we may, by the way, never have a better storyline than this. The franchise guy versus the overlooked guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's such a great story. You're exactly right. I'm a big Mahomes guy, but I think this Brock Purdy story is just incredible, and I think Purdy's going to be your game MVP.
You do? Over Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, I love McCaffrey.
This is why Dave Elliott might be the boldest predictor in the game right here, because Christian McCaffrey is going to be, I mean, other than Mahomes, he's the best player in the game. So, like, if you look at it, reasonably speaking, it seems like if the Niners going to win, it should be McCaffrey. But Purdy has shown the game manager tendencies, right? He's shown that he's able to will a team forward and be that leader. And he's able to speak out, by the way. It's very difficult for any second-year quarterback, but especially if you're the second-year guy who was overlooked in the last pick in the draft. You will never see this again.
Well, he's not going to choke. This stage is not going to be too big for Brock Purdy. I think he's a cool customer.
It seems that way, but when you get to the Super Bowl, you got to throw everything out. Look at Cam Newton. He had that team at 15-1. They went in heavy favorites, or they went in as dogs against Denver, actually, or heavy favorites against Denver, and he was a little sporadic. In Peyton Manning's Denver side, but Manning had won Super Bowls before, was able to go in and dethrone Cam Newton because he was a little too cool of a customer. So I'm hoping that Brock Purdy is able to relax, take a deep breath, and go in and say, listen, it's another game. Because it is.
Yeah, okay, well, now let's get to the important thing. Taylor Swift.
Oh, my gosh.
You didn't think I was going to bring up Taylor Swift?
I didn't know what you were going to do, honestly.
The Taylor Swift factor. I mean, the interest, someone put a price tag on it of $331 million or something to the NFL because Taylor Swift is just so big. So I know you've been following this story. She's performing in Tokyo.
Yep.
What, is Elon Musk going to fly her to Las Vegas on a SpaceX rocket? How's that going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, so she does have this concert in Tokyo, and I'll say the NFL was very, I think they were a little wary when the Chiefs were in it, and they're like, all right, they're AFC champs. The initial reaction from everybody, the public in general, including the National Football League, was, how are we going to get Taylor Swift to this game from Tokyo from the night before? They've been able to figure it out. She is literally going right from the concert over in Japan Luckily, it's in on the West Coast this year in Vegas. She's able to get there. I think she's going to make it like about 10 hours before game time, get a little nap skis in, and then get ready to go watch Travis Kelce play. But the NFL is having a lot of fun with this, and the sports books are as well, Dave. They have complete prop bets like we've never seen before. They've like every song from Taylor Swift's albums are like included in a prop bet, and including, is Travis Kelce going to get proposed to Taylor Swift if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl? So
down on the field?
Yeah, like 2 rings. One ring for Kelce, 1 ring for Swift.
Okay, we got a minute left. Here we go.
right.
It's prediction time.
Okay.
I mean, you look at these teams, we're talking about some major weapons on both offense and defense. You're the sports guy, so I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Niners. By 4, they'll need a field goal to tie it at the end, but they end up getting a touchdown and winning by 4.
And that's due to Brock Purdy, or just they're getting the touchdown?
Yeah, well, they're a touchdown. I think it's
All
going to be Deebo Samuel.
All right, so I have seen too much football, and I've seen too many great players play the game. And there's something that Patrick Mahomes does. And I'll tell you, coming on air today, I haven't said really much. But there's something that Patrick Mahomes does in that it factor that he has that is going to be the difference maker in this game. When you need points in critical moments, whether that's the end of the first half or a huge drive coming out of halftime down 10, he's the guy that you want.
So you're picking Kansas City.
I'm taking Kansas City, and I'm going to take them. They've not been able to blow teams out. I'm taking Kansas City by 8 points.
8 points.
I am.
Well, there you go. WLOX CBS. Remember the Super Bowl later today.
Yeah.
Man, thanks for being with us.
Absolutely,
Always
Dave.
appreciate it.